Today's deep dive, we're tackling Hebrew wordplay.
Wordplay.
Yeah. Puns, to be precise.
Okay.
But not just any puns. We're talking puns based on famous names.
I love it.
And let me tell you, these aren't your average dad jokes.
Right.
We are about to uncover some seriously clever uses of language.
Yeah.
Maybe even, learn a little Hebrew along the way. Hit me with the first one.
Okay, picture this.
Right.
I was riding a Ferris wheel with a French painter,
Okay.
and I said to him, Claude count.
A French painter, Claude.
Now think about the word count for a moment.
Okay.
In Hebrew, that would be Monet.
Pronounce Monet.
Mo-
Wait a minute. Monet.
Yeah.
Monet. That's brilliant. It's like a little linguistic wink,
Yes.
turning his name into an instruction. What else do we have?
Okay, this one requires a bit of knowledge about, vintage technology.
Ooh, vintage technology. I'm intrigued.
I was driving with an Israeli singer, and I noticed a warning light on the dashboard. That's when it hit me. Only Gali Atari has this problem.
Only Gali Atari. Okay, drawing a blank here. Give me some context. Who is Gali Atari?
Gali Atari was a huge name in Israeli music, best known for her Eurovision win back in '79. Get the joke, you have to think about cars.
Okay.
Particularly like older models.
Yep.
What did they have that's practically an antique today?
Besides that new car smell.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an Atari.
Exactly.
Like those old school video game consoles.
Exactly. The joke lands because Atari instantly conjures up images of something outdated,
Really?
much like that warning light on an old car's dashboard.
What's next?
Okay, one of the singers representing us in Eurovision was bothering a clerk at a hotel abroad. Finally, the clerk told him, that's it.
Okay, I'm already chuckling. I'm picturing this exasperated clerk, but I'm not hearing the pun yet. Was this singer's name actually That's It? And I somehow missed that glorious Eurovision year.
Not quite. Not quite. The pun lies in the clerk's words, that's it. The singer in question is none other than Iden Rachel.
Okay, Iden Rachel. That's it. Wait, say that again, but say it with a bit more flourish, like someone with a thick accent trying to get his attention.
That's it. That's Iden.
There it is.
Yes.
It's all in the pronunciation. I'm ready for more linguistic acrobatics.
TV hosts from the 80s love to walk with me in parks in Tel Aviv. Gideon Reicher loves Gan Yehoshua and Rafi Gan Levansky.
Okay, first off, I have to say, Gan has to be one of my favorite Hebrew words.
Really?
It sounds so pleasant. It means park, right?
It does. Gideon Reicher and Rafi were indeed like huge TV personalities back in the day.
Right.
Think of them as like the Israeli answer to like Johnny Carson.
It's like saying Gideon hangs out at Gideon Park and Rafi prefers Rafi Park.
Exactly.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got? This is too much fun.
Let's switch gears to the music scene. I noticed singers locked up in all sorts of places.
Okay.
Madi Caspi was in a cage and Gidi a pit.
Okay, first off, I have to ask, are Madi Caspi and Gidi okay?
Yeah.
Because locked up and pit don't exactly scream glamorous musician lifestyle.
Don't worry. No musicians were harmed in the making of this pun. We're dealing with two titans of Israeli music. Cage in Hebrew is kaluv, pronounced kaluv.
Kaluv, okay.
And pit translates to gov, pronounced, you guessed it, gof.
No way, Caspi, Kaluv, Gidi, Gov. It's like their names were destined to be part of this pun.
Exactly.
What other hidden gems do we have left to uncover?
Let's delve into the world of arts and activism with this one. I received an update that there was a protest by Arab actors who sent letters to former Knesset members from the sector. The letter by Lucy Ayub Kara read,
Lucy Ayub, as a name I recognize. She's that incredibly talented Arab-Israeli actress and TV host, right?
Right.
And Ayub Kara, if memory serves, was a member of the Knesset, representing the Druze community.
Yes.
But I'm not seeing the wordplay yet. Is it just that they happen to share a name?
The humor here is more about the unexpected mirroring.
Oh, okay.
The image of Ayub Kara, this politician, specifically reading the letter from someone who shares his name. It's like the universe has a sense of humor.
What else do you have for me?
This next one takes a humorous look at the realities of making a living as an artist.
Oh, okay.
By the way, the state of culture is tough, and actors have to supplement their income.
Right.
For example, yesterday I went for a massage, and Norman Issa me.
Okay, Norman Issa me. I hear it. Sounds like Norman Massage me.
Yeah.
Tell me we're talking about a real person named Norman Issa.
We are indeed.
So even a big name like Norman Issa has to moonlight to make ends meet. That's both funny and a little bit heartbreaking.
It is. But that's often the role of satire, right?
Okay, that's
to
right.
highlight a serious issue through humor.
Yep.
And in this case, the pun works because Le'ez, the Hebrew word for to massage, pronounced le'ese, sounds incredibly close to Isa. It's like his name was destined to be part of this commentary on the struggles of being a working artist.
What else do we have time for?
Let's dive into the world of musical tastes with this one. So we had some small talk about which British bands they like in his sector. He likes Blur and Yosef Suede.
Blur, Suede, now we're talking my language. Britpop for the win. But who's Yosef, and what's his connection to Suede?
This pun features Yosef Peretz, a former politician with a unique background. He was actually born in the UK.
Ah.
It's all about the pronunciation.
Oh,
See,
okay.
in Hebrew, Suede is pronounced more like Sved, to be exact.
Okay.
And that, my friend, sounds awfully close to Peretz if you emphasize the last syllable.
Peretz, Sved. You're right, that connection is undeniable. I'm starting to think I can predict these puns now.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best shot.
I love to tell stories to former heads of the Histadrut.
Okay.
I read a fairy tale to Amir Peretz and to Yerucham a parable.
We've got Amir Peretz, who got a lovely bedtime story, and then Yerucham, who got, wait a minute, is the parable the punchline here? It feels too obvious.
That's the beauty of it. Sometimes the most effective puns are the ones hiding in plain sight.
Okay.
Yerucham sounds strikingly similar to the Hebrew word for parable, which is mashal, pronounced mashal.
Okay, what else do you have up your sleeve?
Let's take a final detour back to France with this one. I was at a bakery of French directors, and each had a different task. Claude's job was to knead.
Are we talking about the cinematic genius behind A Man and a Woman, Claude Lelouch?
The one and only. Now picture him in a baker's hat, flour dusted on his hands.
Wait a minute. Lelouch, to knead, in Hebrew to knead, is Lilosh, pronounced Lilosh. It's practically his name.
You got it.
Okay, I'm ready for one final brain teaser. What have you got for me?
Let's wrap things up with a pun rooted in more recent history. I had real estate dealings with former heads of state. I sold a plot of land to Burl Katznelson and to Yitzhak a field.
Who's this Yitzhak, and what's the pun here? Is his last name Greenfield or something?
Not quite. We're talking about Yitzhak Rabin.
Okay.
Another pivotal figure in Israeli history. And the pun, my friend, lies in the word field itself.
Okay, field. Yitzhak. Oh my goodness. Sudda. In Hebrew, field is Sudda, pronounced Sudda. It's like saying, Burl Katznelson got a plot of land, and Yitzhak Rabin, he got a raven.
Precisely. These puns are a testament to the power of language.
So to all our listeners, next time you encounter a word, don't just take it at face value. Dig a little deeper, listen for the echoes of other words, and you might just uncover a whole world of hidden meanings and laughter. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.